Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a fun video. I never get through product. It's a lot of work for me and I feel like I'm one of those like delicate people. I'll like barely tap into things, so you don't usually see me do a lot of empties videos, but I'm happy to announce that I have a decent amount of product to show you guys. And I think it's always fun when you guys can get my reviews on stuff that I've used up. So if you guys are interested, just keep watching. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I post about 3 to 4 times a week, so highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm trying to set myself some goals this year, and one of them is definitely to try and hit 13,000 subscribers. So if you aren't subscribed to my channel already, make my little island girl dreams come true by subscribing to my channel. It's a totally free way that you can support me, which is so fun. It's so fun for me, so subscribe. But anyways, I've got a lot of stuff to review for you guys, so let's go ahead and dig into my empties bin. I know people say they have an empties bin, but I committed, you guys. Actually purchased a trash can just to put my makeup empties in, and I will say a lot of this is like skincare, but I did use up some makeup this year too, so I'm very proud of myself. Okay, so as always, I do have my makeup wipes. These are my favorite ones. I get them from Costco, and I use these all the time to remove swatches, remove my makeup, all of the things. So yeah, if you need a good drugstore wipe recommendation, the Neutrogena ones are my go-to. Okay, so I don't usually exfoliate too much, but I was definitely inspired to do that in 2020, and I grabbed this Dr. Teal's Shea Sugar Scrub Citrus Essential Oils with Vitamin C. You guys know I love anything citrus, so I actually use this up. This is a great price point because it is from the drugstore, and right now I'm using, I think it's like a Christmas scented one from Tree Hut, and that one smells really good too. But I really like to exfoliate every couple of days on my body just to kind of help with my skin and stuff like that. And I mean, I shave. I never get like razor burns or like bumps or anything, but I think the exfoliating helps with that. And I would love to someday have like a really big tub that I can like fit in, because the house I live in, it has like those standard tubs that it's either you pick like, do you want to soak your feet or do you want to soak like your shoulders? So I never fit into tubs, and one of my dreams is to have like a freestanding tub or just like a big enough tub where I can just like soak in it. So until that dream happens, I'm just gonna use body scrubs in the shower and call that self-care, and I feel really good about it. So yeah, this is just a way I treat myself every couple of nights when I'm taking a shower at night. Okay, this is another thing that I picked up for self-care. So I grabbed the Sol de Janeiro Sea and Soul Juicy Citrus and Ocean Musk fragrance. This was like a limited edition thing, and I don't really leave my house very much because I work from home. I'm also a full-time stay-at-home mom, and so I don't really leave my house much. And I was asking my friend, I'm like, how do you use up your fragrances? And she said, oh, I like to throw on a fragrance at night. And I was like, that's such a great idea. Again, it's something little that you can do for self-care. So I actually used this up because I sprayed it on at night and I felt so bougie, and I smelled nice when I went to bed, which is a great way to go to sleep at night. So yeah, I finished this and I actually purchased a different fragrance from them that I now spray on at night to feel very glamorous and glorious. Okay, another skincare product that I used up is from Peach and Lily, and my friend Angie actually recommended this to me. She said she really liked it. I really like having an oil cleanser in a pump because I feel like a lot of the first like double cleanse, like you know, pick up in your hand and like rub kind of things all came in like a waxy formula. So it's nice to be able to pump this out onto your hand. I will say I still prefer the Pharmacy Green Clean, the formula. I just like it a little bit better than this one, but having it in a pump option is definitely a game changer. I use this one up completely and I could totally see myself repurchasing this in the future. I do have quite a few backups though of the Green Clean, and I have like a Clinique one that I need to use up, so I'm not going to be purchasing any of these until I finish up some of my skincare. It's a big goal of mine. I don't want to just keep collecting skincare, so if you guys have any ideas on how to use up skincare, let me know. Okay, so I have been using this Mario Badescu setting spray as a basically way to dampen up my eyeshadows. I don't know if you guys remember, but these sprays used to be like so hyped on YouTube back in the day, and everybody was using them to set their faces with, and I bought it for that reason, but I never liked them for that reason. And so I started just using it to dampen up my brush or sponge or whatever I needed to wet at the time. But yeah, I'm so glad this is done and I will not be repurchasing. I just don't like it for the purpose of setting my face, and I'm not going to buy more of these just to wet my brushes. I just use whatever face spray I'm using at the time. But yeah, this was disappointing, and I think it's come out since that it's actually not that good for your skin. So I don't know, do your own research on that, but that's what I've heard, I feel like. Okay, I got this sent to me from Kaja. This is their like 3-step mascara situation, and it's not like the worst mascara on the planet, but it's definitely not like my favorite. So I used this a few times, but I don't like it enough to keep using, so I'm going to consider this a empty. Okay, I'm going to count this as done. This is my OFRA and Samantha March River bronzer. It's such a good bronzer for me. When I first saw this collection announced, I was like, there's no way that shade's gonna work for me. Samantha is a lot lighter than I am, but actually it worked out great because I'm really into bronzers that give me that sun-kissed glow, not so much like really emphasize like a streak of brown on my face. So this one is a really good tone for me and I really like it. And I could definitely see myself repurchasing this, but I need a bronzer right now. Like I need a hole in my head. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait on this. But if you've been wondering if you have tan skin and you would like to support Samantha and pick this bronzer up, then it works for me. So it should work on you if we have a similar skin tone. I think I did an empties video sometime in 2022 and I had a bunch of these. And since I've done that empties video, I haven't gone through as many of these as I did in the full year of 2022, but I still have 2 of them and it hasn't been a whole year. So these are the Laneige Cream Skin toners and I just love these. I continue to repurchase and campaign for Laneige to bring this in like a 1 liter size refillable pack, because every time there's a Sephora sale I pick up some backups just because I can never live without this. I've tried to use other toners that brands have sent me or like people talk about on YouTube and I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting, I should try that, but I always go back to this, so I just need to stick to my guns and not buy anything else. I just like this. It hydrates my skin after the shower, and it does somehow find, like, I will like triple cleanse and there's still makeup residue on my face. I don't know how that's possible, but either which way, this still finds makeup on my face after I'm out of the shower, and I just really, really like this product. I can't tell you guys enough. It's been in so many empties videos. I feel like I've been using this product for years, and I don't repurchase a lot of the same things, but when it comes to skincare, I do. I feel like I found a routine that works for me and I hardly ever deviate from it. So if I could get on the Laneige PR list, the Pharmacy PR list, and the Glow Recipe PR list, I'll be set for life. Okay, this is another great self-care thing. So this is so old, you guys, but Romance by Ralph Lauren is one of my favorite fragrances, and somebody gave me the body moisturizer and it took me so long, and I was like, I'm gonna pan this. Oh, and I did pan it finally, and so now I can get it out of my collection. Okay, one of my 2023 New Year's resolutions is to use up my sheet masks. So back in the day, I don't know if they're still around, but there was a sheet mask subscription service called like Facestory. And so I would get like 7 sheet masks every month. And it was a great thing because, you know, it's self-care. And I'm like, ooh, you know, I'd like sheet masks. but then I just never could get through them fast enough. So I stopped my subscription. I don't know if they still have the subscription box, but I still have so many sheet masks. And I try and I try and I try, but inevitably I lose steam in the start of the year and then I never get through them. So 2023, I'm determined to try and get through them all because they're just aging anyway. And it's not like skincare can just sit there for so long. So try and hold me accountable, guys. I want to make it through these sheet masks, and maybe I'll repurchase more sheet masks in the future, but I just want to get through the ones I have. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Water Sheet Mask. This was actually pretty nice. I picked this up just at the drugstore because I was curious. And then I think this one I got in my Face Story box. It's a Jelly Vita Firming Toning Mask. This smelled so good. I don't think I can still smell it, but yeah, this was really nice. It was very hydrating and lovely. I'm also trying to use up these jelly eye patches. So yeah, they were nice. I think this got sent to me, so I didn't really have much thoughts on those to report. Okay, more mascaras. Tower 28 definitely surprised me this year. This is my favorite mascara of 2022. And then I tried the Tartelette Tubing Mascara. I wasn't a big fan of this. I think I just need to admit to myself that I'm just not a big fan of tubing mascaras in general. So yeah, I did just try the Milani one, but that's because it was a drugstore tubing mascara. And I just think that tubing mascaras needs to be one of those categories I just don't try this year or try any more from this year because it's just not my favorite. And then I got to meet Kelly Rose, and her thing on TikTok is mascaras. She tests mascaras, and she said this was her favorite mascara, or one of her top 5 favorites. So this is the Ulta Beauty New Heights Lifting Mascara. It has a smaller wand, so I was really excited to try it, but honestly, this might be a little too small for me. I'm not patient enough to like sit there and try and put mascara on with such a tiny wand. So I'm glad I tried it. Super affordable mascara, but I don't see myself repurchasing either of these in the future. Okay, I got this sent in PR as well, and I used it up. I really like this. This is the Kate Somerville Exfoliate Cleanser Daily Foaming Wash. So yeah, I used this up. I just kept it in the shower and I used it every night, and we got through it. Okay, I used up a hair oil. This is another thing that I do for self-care and just to take care of my scalp and my hair. I really like to hydrate it. So I'm a big fan of Jonathan Van Ness, and I wanted to try his hairline. So I got this pre-wash scalp oil, and one of my favorite things to do is just to put a ton of oil in my hair and sleep with it overnight. I think that really helps with my hair and it keeps it very hydrated and luscious. So yeah, just a little tip if you're ever wondering, like put some oil in your hair, give it some hydration, sleep with it in your hair, and then wash it off. And it makes your hair feel so nice. Okay, I'm so proud of myself for using this up. This is my favorite. This is the Ghost Oil Smoothing Weightless Hair Oil. I think the name is perfect. So this is great for if you just want to tame your hair. Like I could probably use some in my hair right now because my hair is washed. And I use a lot of like clarifying shampoos because I have a lot of like oil buildup during the week. So I like to like clarify my hair, and then it gets very like frizzy. So I love using this Verb Ghost Oil to smoothen it. And my favorite thing is this does not weigh my hair down. And then the next morning it's like, I don't know, it just like soaks into my hair. So I feel like I can never go overboard with this, whereas some oils you can. So yeah, if you're looking for something like that, highly recommend this because I've tried so many other oils, so many other products to like sleek my hair, and this is the one that just works really well for me. Also, it's like super affordable and it takes you forever to finish up. So I think this is my first bottle that I ever finished up, or maybe my second, but again, this is one I've repurchased now since. Here's another product that I worked so hard to use up. I bought like backups of this. I mean, this is a nice setting spray, but it's not like to die for. So I really would like to ask my past self like what I was thinking with buying backups of this. Like it's not that good. Like calm down. But anyway, I used one up. So I've got like one more to go. I bought like a jumbo size. So yeah, pray for me. Also, I don't need to buy a setting spray for like another 3 years at least. We've got more mascaras to talk about. Okay, so I was on a Makeup Forever kick in 2022, so I was like, ooh, let me buy this Makeup Forever mascara. I don't really like to buy high-end mascaras because I just don't feel like they're worth it for me. And this one was just okay. It's definitely nothing to write home about. The Fantasize mascara is another one I think that Kelly Rose said was her favorite, so I wanted to try it. I didn't particularly love this mascara. I also didn't like the wand, so I decided to go ahead and consider that an empty. The MAC Stack was my favorite mascara of 2021, and then the Tower 28 one came out, and that's my favorite mascara of 2022. So that's one of my favorites. The Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara is like one of my all-time favorite mascaras. I have a ton of these as backups. So yeah, I really have no business buying new mascaras either. I will say I don't love this as much as I used to, but I also haven't used one. I don't think I used a Lancome mascara all of pretty much like the end of 2022, so I've already forgotten. So yeah, I need to get through my backup drawer. I should probably film like a backups video, but I'm also like a little bit embarrassed about my backup drawer situation, so I almost like don't ever open it, but I think I need to do it so that we can take some accountability up in here. And then the Rare Beauty mascara, I'm pretty sure I got sent, and it's nice. I feel like other people like it more than I do. I just think it's okay. It's not a favorite for me. Okay, we have one Honey Halo jar. I know I panned so many of these last year, and I'm sure I'll continue to. Again, something that I have a lot of backups of. So I've been trying not to buy any more moisturizers. I feel like also in December or November, I got a ton of like skincare in PR. So I've been trying to like go through them, figure out how I feel about some of the brands and some of the skincare they sent. I also decided that some of it wasn't for me, so I made a big pile that my friends could go through. So I'm slowly trying to reduce the amount of like backups, especially with skincare, because like I said, I have my favorite products that I continue to repurchase, and it's very hard for me to add something new to my skincare routine because I have such a solid one that I love so much. So it takes very special products for me to like abandon something else. And this is definitely one of my favorite moisturizers of all time. I'm telling you, I was working so hard on self-care and using up some of my skincare that was just sitting there. So I panned the Avocado Ceramide Recovery Serum from Glow Recipe and the Avocado Retinol Eye Sleeping Mask. I will say I don't really love the ceramide thing. I didn't feel like it did that much for me. But this guy, oh my gosh, I was definitely sleeping on this eye mask. I have milia, and if you're not familiar with milia, it's kind of like a whitehead, but you can't like extract it. You have to go to like a dermatologist. So whenever I got a facial, the girl was like, maybe try to use an eye cream with retinol. And I was like, oh, I do have something with retinol. And I kept consistently using this at night, and it actually helped reduce my milia. And I feel like I don't have milia now under my eyes, and I totally credit this product for it. So it's definitely something I repurchased, and I don't plan on living without this in the foreseeable future. This is so dumb, but I'm so proud of myself for using this up. This is the Sephora Waterproof Eye Makeup Remover, and this is like a sample. I'm pretty sure I like didn't pay for this. I got it in like a Sephora Rewards. But since I have wipes and stuff, and I double cleanse, and I use all my melts and makeup melts and stuff, I don't ever really use a eye makeup remover. So I had to make a conscious effort to use this up. I have another one in here, and then I have a full-size bottle that I bought that is in my master bath that I use in case of emergency. Like, you know how like you'll use a wipe, you'll use a makeup melt off cleanser, you'll use your regular face wash, you'll use a toner, all the things, and you still get like eyeliner and stuff like crusting up your waterline. That's when I use that waterproof eye makeup remover. It's so good, and it's from Sephora collection, so it's very affordable. If you guys like to use a makeup remover, that one is foolproof. It's always worked really well for me. Okay, so in 2022, I filmed a foundation and concealer collection video, and I decided to call these empties. This one is definitely like very close to empty, and I'm not a big fan of the formula of this as much as I used to be. So we're going to go ahead and count this as empty. This NARS concealer, I was trying so hard to pan, but I feel like it's so old at this point, and I replaced it with a different shade because I felt like this was too light for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and count that as like empty, and also I just need to throw it away. This Kosas foundation, it's actually a tinted face oil. It's one of my favorites, and I feel like I've just had it for so long, and I didn't use it at all in summer 2022, so I decided to go ahead and toss this because it's too old to really give anyone else either. And especially with Kosas and them being like a clean beauty brand, I don't know how stable this formula is, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this one in the trash for the sake of everyone. And then I tried really hard to pan this NARS foundation, and I think I did. I should probably save this pump, but I can't be bothered. I think I need to take a break from these NARS Sheer Glows. This Sheer Glow used to be like my favorite foundation of all time, and it's just like one of the first high-end foundations that I tried that I really, really loved. So I tried really hard to use this up, and now I'm just kind of sick of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and count this as an empty, and we're gonna go ahead and toss this. Okay, I have one more mascara. This is the Glamlite and Scooby-Doo Mascara. It's all right. I think the packaging is so cute, and that's about it. I don't have anything else that I want to say is magical about this mascara. I'm definitely just like a drugstore mascara kind of gal. I used up the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I bought this during one of the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and at first I thought it was too much for me, but then I like powered through it and I used it up, and it's actually pretty good. It is very pricey though, so I don't see myself picking this up at full price, but maybe someday if I'm really needing a moisturizer and this is on sale, I'll grab it. But like I said when I was talking about the Honey Halo, I have so many backups and things I'm trying to get through. I have like extra skincare drawers, like multiple drawers in my IKEA Alex sets. So yeah, I just really don't want to have backups of skincare unless it's like my Laneige toner and maybe one backup of a moisturizer. So yeah, I'm working on that this year. That's something I really want to get better at. Okay, so I don't typically get Sephora samples anymore, but when Sephora was doing these Sol de Janeiro samples, I got so many of them. So one of my goals last year was to use up the samples I had because I just felt like it was such a waste. So I made it through 2 of them, and I'm very happy about it. And now I just, on principle, don't request samples because I feel like it's such a waste, because I never really end up like using up a sample, and then I'm like holding on to this stupid little packet, or if it's like a perfume sample, I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. And the easiest thing to do is just to not request samples, and my life has been so much less chaotic. Okay, next is this Peach and Lily Matcha Pudding. I got this from a Ulta order, so I used it. It's fine. Oh, actually, I didn't even use it up. I just guess I thought I didn't like it that much. So we're going to go ahead and do the world a favor and toss that. This is another thing that again, was a sample I was trying to use up, and I just don't love it. It's the Belief Aqua Bomb Gel Cleanser. Not a fan, so I'm finally putting myself out of my misery, and I'm just going to toss this. And then we have 2 things. This is the Too Faced Glitter Glue. I've had this glitter glue for so long, and it's probably still fine, but I decided that I'm done with this, and I have other glitter glues to use up, so we're going to go ahead and toss that. And last but certainly not least, the Caffeine Eye Cream from the Inkey List. This is one of my favorite affordable skincare brands, and I think this is like a $10 eye cream. I do get PR from them every once in a while, so I think I have a few more of these that I can either use up, or maybe I'll throw it in a giveaway. We'll see how it goes, because I really like the Glow Recipe one I talked about earlier in this video. But if you're balling on a budget, definitely recommend checking out the Inkey List products. Okay, you guys, that is it for my like skincare and makeup empties video. I don't foresee myself filming one of these anytime soon because, like I said, it takes me forever to use stuff up. So probably anticipate one of these towards the end of 2023, and I look forward to making my way through more products this year. Hopefully I can pan some setting sprays. I feel like I have so many setting sprays that I've had forever and ever and ever, and yeah, I would just really like to reduce the amount of backups I have all throughout my collection. So those are kind of my goals for the year, and let me know what some of your tricks are for using makeup and skincare up. I I'm sure that you guys have so many ideas of things that I have probably not even thought of. So my comments are open. I love hearing from you guys, and I will see you guys in another video very, very soon. Bye for now.